Come on in and sit down. We're going to get started. We've got, as usual, 4 challenges today, all on plumbing. Plumbing is one of those things that we think is so simple that we tend to do it wrong most of the time. And if you actually get into the plumbing code, you'll find out it's really complicated. And there's some justification for a plumber being a professional. So we're going to deal with some of the real basics here, and I'm going to dwell on mostly the problems, the things done wrong, because we tried to time it out that we have some interesting things to do in 4 different sessions. So the first session, what you guys are going to do this morning is the main big piping as we're going up. Now, the other thing we're going to have to deal with is gluing this stuff together. When I put this together like that, if you actually check on the inside, you'll find out you've got another 1/4 inch to move. But you've got to measure carefully to count for that when things get tight. A lot of people will come and just get the solvent cement, and you got to get the one that's marked for your materials. So depending on what material you're using, you get a can that matches. When you go in, you push in solid and do a 1/4 turn if you can. You've got to plan ahead in rough plumbing so that you don't have this horrible thing that the thing's sticking out at the wrong angle when you go to do the next step. That's the real challenge, line up and slopes. You're going to be putting in side drain here, the toilet drain there, and this incredibly complicated drain here, plus a vent stack going up the top. Secondly, on the bottom of any vertical run like that, you must have support. So you're going to have to put in a plumbing strap. Once we sort of put it all together, we'll take this white pencil. You got a white pencil in all your toolboxes. Take the white pencil and you mark it like that. It's just so that when you've got these pieces here, you've taken it all back apart, you're ready to start gluing it up, and it's like, oh my God, which piece goes where and at what angle? So as we're working today, and we're going to take a look at the challenge that you have to do of putting this piping in, it has to be set up so the hot's on one side and cold's on the other, and it has to be followed through that on each of these sinks, the hot's in the proper place. We're putting 2 shut-off valves down in the bottom. We're nailing it all to that backer board. It's going to come up. We're going to run a line over here for the toilet. You're going to have 2 stud outs here that would eventually be for a sink or something up there. Then we're also going to run across underneath with everything attached, and it comes up to a decent height so the speedway could possibly go up here and grab a hold of a faucet. So we have a couple of challenges. We have here a penetration through the insulation, and up there somewhere in the house you have a plumbing stack that cuts through the ceiling, goes into the attic, and that needs to be sealed up. But use this as your guide. This is your model, okay? Don't try to follow a paper plan, that's why we didn't give them to you. Use this as your guide. Okay, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's build it.